Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure, but man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get the...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. You think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 45. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game, and for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
To the air on 2nd down. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Under fire. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll leave it with the lone back. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
On third and short, the power run here. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
But one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the fourth quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
And the Tigers are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
On to attempt the try. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Holds it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Kentucky going quickly. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running back searching for a hole.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Got his man quickly. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hauls it in.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. DB's right up on the receivers. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes a grab, past the marker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. They'll immediately call timeout. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Unleashes one deep. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Gets away. Might be looking to run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Here's the handoff. Jukes his way for more. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team.